What's up guys, welcome back to Anydex Recap. Today we're gonna talk about a high school anime named Myriad Colors Phantom World. In Japanese called Musaigin no Phantom World. This anime is talked about in the near future. The accidental release of an experimental virus causes an outbreak that changes the brain chemistry of every person in the world, allowing them to perceive extra-dimensional beings called phantoms. Some children born after the outbreak have developed special powers that allow them to battle and seal phantoms. So now let's jump into this anime and enjoy this video. And don't forget to subscribe my channel for more anime recap. では始めましょう。Haruhiko Ichijo explains that due to a chemical accident by the Aleyashiki company, changes were made to the brains of every human on Earth, allowing them to see and interact with phantoms previously thought to only exist in stories. And many babies born after the accident are born with special abilities allowing them to fight phantoms. Haruhiko and Mai Kawakami spend their days hunting down troublesome phantoms by themselves in order to earn rewards from their school. However, their latest reward is confiscated after their battle with a phantom caused damage to the school. Haruhiko witnesses Reina Izumi defeat a phantom by consuming it, and immediately asks her to join the phantom hunting club. Though she initially refuses, she later joins Haruhiko and Mai in dealing with telephone pole phantoms by defeating them in a limbo contest. Although Mai's oppai is too big, but she still managed to swing it over the pole and win the contest, defeat the phantom. After many battles with Mai, Haruhiko felt that he is useless when fighting the phantom. He tries to become more useful by learning how to summon phantoms and demons using his sketchbook. Haruhiko, Mai and Rina are tasked to assist another phantom hunter, Koido Minose, who can seal phantoms using only her voice. They are asked to take down security robots that have become phantoms in an abandoned factory, where Haruhiko retrieves a mysterious device. On a later occasion, the team is asked to deal with a strange UFO-like phantom that watches the girls' dorms and takes photographs when they change their clothes. Haruhiko attempts to use his new skill to summon the Hellhound Marchojas, but it turns out to be a puppy with wings who nonetheless succeeds in capturing the UFO eye. In this case, Rina reveals she has a healing ability, but Koido dismisses the team as useless and unimpressive. One day they must deal with a phantom on a bridge that challenges people to combat now. At the same time, they are being watched by a young girl with a teddy bear. The phantom is two sisters who insist on fighting Mai, who quickly loses. Mai decides to train Haruhiko and Rina to fight alongside her but fails. Haruhiko suggests they copy Mai's memories into his brain so he can fight without having to train. Haruhiko and Mai go on a date to synchronize shared memories, of which Rina appears jealous. Mai recalls how she had two childhood friends, the only ones who would play with her. The two phantoms reappear and fight Mai and Haruhiko, who end up synchronizing memories. Now fully trained, Haruhiko realizes the phantoms are Mai's childhood friends, and Mai had reshaped her own memories. Rather than being shy, she was actually very competitive and often beat the phantoms in wrestling, who have now trained for 10 years to finally beat Mai. Haruhiko finds that while he now knows how to fight, he lacks the athletic ability to actually be able to. Instead, he uses Mai's memories to perform a synchronized magical attack with Mai, defeating the phantoms, who leave on good terms with Mai, promising to return for a rematch after more training. While Haruhiko thinks Mai's memories will eventually disappear, for the time being he enjoys being able to remember Mai's bra size. Today, Rina proves how large her appetite is at an all-you-can-eat buffet, and later regrets she must return home to her strict parents, who hate phantoms and do not know Rina is a phantom eater. She boards a strange bus. Haruhiko thinks Rina is being influenced by a phantom. Koido confirms the bus is a phantom and Rina is possessed. The next time Rina boards the bus, Haruhiko joins her and finds himself in a fantasy world where Rina is entranced by rabbit phantoms who give her a delusion of a perfect life with a nice family, and Haruhiko, now a part of the fantasy, believes he is her older brother. They wake up outside Rina's house with virtually no time having passed since they boarded the bus. They realize Rina was targeted by the phantom due to her unhappy home life. Next time, Mai joins Haruhiko and Rina on the bus and comes to believe she is Rina's estranged older sister. Haruhiko escapes the fantasy and breaks up Rina, causing the phantom to reveal itself. He offers to let Rina keep living the fantasy, and she almost accepts until Haruhiko reveals he also has a sad home life but waits for the day his mother will come home. Rina decides to abandon the fantasy, and so the phantom is defeated. Back in the real world, Rina tells her parents the truth and receives permission to stay in the club. One day, Koido is dealing a case. She uses her singing ability to defeat a trained phantom. She explains she has avoided people since her power appeared and usually fights phantoms alone. She is asked to deal with a phantom attacking school pets. Ko-Ido meets young student Kurumi Komamakura and her teddy bear Outbreak who cares for the school's rabbit. The Phantom attacks and renders Ko-Ido unable to sing. Kurumi uses her power to transform Outbreak into a giant fighting version of himself to attack the Phantom, which disappears. Ko-Ido insists on hunting the Phantom alone without help. They decide to make it a competition to see who catches the Phantom first, with Haruhiko deciding to team with a reluctant Ko-Ido. Haruhiko and Ko-Ido find the Phantom first, though it flees once again. Haruhiko discovers Ko-Ido blames the Phantom for ruining her life as it was the one that first caused her ability to manifest. Ko-Ido stubbornly faces the Phantom alone and is eventually saved by Haruhiko and the others who defeat the Phantom. Ko-Ido is healed by Rina. Their class teacher reveals that the Phantom was misidentified and is not the one Ko-Ido met as a child. The next day, Haruhiko is still trying to repair the device from the warehouse, and Ko-Ido appears outside his house to thank him for his help before storming off. The other side, Kurumi is afraid to disappoint the people who rely on her and would prefer not to be involved in fighting phantoms. She meets Haruhiko and the two are transported to an alternate world inhabited by teddy bears similar to Outbreak, who claim Kurumi is their missing princess and Outbreak, her royal guard, defends her from other teddy bears in service to the evil Prince Salmon, who stole the throne and plans to marry Princess Kurumi. Outbreak returns Kurumi's family heirloom, a golden rake. Haruhiko concludes that they are stranded in a phantom space created from Kurumi's own memories. Prince Salmon attacks with his army. In the real world, the girls are confident. Kurumi is a capable fighter if only she can overcome her fear. Outbreak is hurt protecting Kurumi, who remembers how it was Outbreak who gave her the confidence to make friends growing up. Prince Salmon attacks once more, this time with a giant robot bear. To protect her friends, Kurumi overcomes her fear and battles Prince Salmon with her golden rake, which transforms into the golden bear hand with which she easily defeats Prince Salmon. After a tearful goodbye with Outbreak, Kurumi and Haruhiko return to the real world. At the club, Mai asks Kurumi for help dealing with the Phantom and Kurumi happily agrees to help. Today, unfortunately, chaos ensues at the school when all the students start behaving like cats, including sleeping for long periods, meowing, craving fish, and even growing ears and a tail. The team is asked to find a missing kitten which is tracked to a Phantom hiding in a mansion closed years before when it was overrun by cats. Once inside, they realize the Phantom is the house itself, possessed by a cat spirit who became lonely and angry when the mansion was closed and students from the school stopped visiting. After Kurumi pleads with the Phantom to return the kitten, the Phantom is happy with how Kurumi loves the kitten and returns the mansion to normal and changes all the students back to normal. Before they leave, they decide to clean the mansion and the school decides to turn the mansion into a tea house for the students. This morning, a gang of phantom monkeys transform the school ground into their own hot spring, which is guarded by a large perverted monkey phantom so no one else can use it. Every attempt to defeat the Phantom fails and even Haruhiko is unable to seal the Phantom with his sketchbook as he cannot see the Phantom's feet underwater and therefore cannot draw them. Attempts are made to lure the Phantom out of the water using girls in a variety of revealing outfits, but the Phantom isn't attracted to any of them. The Phantom is eventually lured out by Mai, but Haruhiko spills paint on his sketchbook and is still unable to complete the drawing, instead summoning the octopus demon Cthulhu to trap the Phantom so Ko-Ido can sing it into submission. Before they finally defeat the Phantom, Haruhiko learns the Phantom was just upset that his wife had left him. To cheer him up, they hold a fake wedding for the Phantom, with Haruhiko playing the unfortunate role of the bride. The Phantom departs with Haruhiko in tow and the hot spring disappears, thanks to the sacrifice of Haruhiko.